All right, imagine this. You've got that lightning bolt idea. It hits you. It's brilliant. It's buzzing in your head, keeping you up at night, absolutely brimming with potential. You can almost see it, the product, the happy customers, the incredible success. It's exhilarating, right? But here's the thing. Before you dive headfirst into building, coding, or manufacturing, there's one absolutely critical step. It's the one that often separates those groundbreaking successes from the ideas that just will fizzle out. That crucial step is market research. And today, we're taking a deep dive into market research before starting a business in 2025. Our mission is pretty straightforward: to guide you through this vital process, extracting the most important nuggets of knowledge and surprising insights from a stack of sources we've compiled. We want to arm you with the clarity and confidence you need to sidestep those all-too-common pitfalls and, most importantly, truly build something people desperately want. Think of this as your personal fast track to be incredibly well-informed and ready to launch.
And that fast track, that shortcut, has never been more essential. Honestly, trying to launch a business without solid market research today, it's truly like trying to navigate a bustling new city without a GPS. I mean, you might stumble onto something great by accident, but it's a huge gamble, riddled with missteps. What we've seen from the research is that market research acts as your business's true north, essential for navigation, especially with how incredibly fast trends are evolving, customer needs are shifting, and, well, competition is intensifying in 2025.
Yeah, it sounds intense.
It is. Without it, you could pour invaluable time, money, and effort into building something that simply doesn't resonate, or worse, that no one even needs. It's like designing the perfect buggy whip in the age of automobiles. Yeah.
Okay, so when we talk about market research, it's a phrase that gets tossed around a lot. But when you pull back the curtain, what is it, really? And what are those fundamental questions that helps us answer when we're just getting off the ground?
Yeah, good question. At its core, market research is basically about methodically understanding three key areas: your potential customers, your existing competitors, and the broader industry landscape you're stepping into. It's how you get concrete answers to questions like, who precisely will actually open their wallet for my product or service?
Right, the actual buyer.
Exactly. And what do people genuinely need or want rather than what I assume they want? That's a big one. Also, what specific problems can I truly solve for them that aren't already being addressed well? Who else is already out there offering similar solutions? And critically, how much are people actually willing to pay for what I'm offering? When you nail the answers to these, you're empowered to design better products, set optimal pricing, and craft far more effective marketing messages. It shifts you from guessing to knowing.
That's a powerful distinction, moving from assumption to insight. And this leads us to what's truly fascinating, I think. Why does market research matter more than ever right now, in 2025? Because the landscape feels like it's shifting not just yearly, but daily.
It absolutely is. You're spot on. What we've seen is that the world is changing at an unprecedented pace, primarily driven by a few massive forces. We're talking about the profound, pervasive impact of AI, the widespread adoption of remote work, the continuous evolution of online shopping, and a constant stream of new technologies fundamentally reshaping how people live, work, and spend their money.
It's everywhere.
It is. And these aren't just headlines. They directly impact consumer behavior. This means three critical things for any new business trying to break through. Trends are changing incredibly quickly.
Faster than ever.
Customer needs are constantly evolving, and competition globally is tougher than ever before. If you skip this crucial research, you might genuinely end up building a product no one needs or wants, which ultimately, as we've consistently found, costs invaluable time, money, and effort for little to no return. Good, solid research gives you that confidence and clarity, preventing that painful, often fatal mistake.
Okay, so if you're feeling that clarity, that motivation, and you're ready to roll up your sleeves, what are the actionable steps? Because it can feel a bit overwhelming, right? But the research breaks it down into a surprisingly simple roadmap for anyone to follow.
It really does lay out a practical, step-by-step guide. It makes it far less daunting, I think. First, you simply start with your idea. This sounds basic, I know, but the key is specificity. Write down your business idea in one crystal clear sentence. Focus on precisely what problem you're solving and for whom. For example, instead of a new water bottle company, aim for something like an eco-friendly, self-cleaning water bottle designed specifically for remote workers who prioritize sustainability and convenience.
Unclear.
Right. A broad idea makes focused research nearly impossible. Second, You need to identify your target audience. These are the exact individuals most likely to embrace and buy your product or service. The exciting part for 2025 is how much easier AI and social media make this. Ask yourself, what's their age range? Where do they live? What are their core values and beliefs? Where do they spend their time online?
The nitty-gritty details.
Exactly. What specific frustrations or problems do they face that your idea addresses? Tools like Google Trends can show you what language they're using in searches. Reddit and Quora are gold mines for understanding real discussions and pain points in niche communities. You can even join relevant Facebook groups or LinkedIn communities, and specialized tools like SparkToro can help you pinpoint where your specific audience hangs out online. All this helps you sketch out a detailed buyer persona, a semi-fictional representation of your ideal customer.
Okay, makes sense. Persona first.
Third, it's absolutely crucial to study your competitors. Chances are someone else is already doing something similar, and that's actually a good sign. It validates that a market exists.
Ah, interesting point. Competition isn't always bad.
Not at all. You need to meticulously examine what they sell, their pricing structures, what their customer reviews say, huge insights, their social media presence, and their website and SEO strategies. Tools like SimilarWeb can give you a peek into their website traffic and demographics. SEMrush or Ubersuggest can reveal their keyword rankings and ad strategies. And here's where AI shines. Powerful tools like ChatGPT or Claude can rapidly summarize hundreds of customer reviews or quickly compare product features across multiple competitors, saving you hours.
Wow, okay. That's a game changer.
It really is. Make a concise list of maybe 3-5 key competitors, noting their undeniable strengths, but more importantly, pinpointing their weaknesses and customer complaints. That's where your opportunity often lies.
Finding the gaps.
Precisely. Fourth, and this point can't be stressed enough, talk to real people. Nothing, absolutely nothing beats direct feedback. We're often too close to our own ideas to see their flaws, you know?
Totally. We get tunnel vision.
Exactly. You can conduct simple surveys using free tools like Google Forms or Typeform. One-on-one interviews, easily done over Zoom, provide incredibly rich, nuanced insights. Even quick polls on social media can get you fast, directional feedback. When you talk to them, don't just pitch your idea. Ask open-ended questions like, what are your biggest challenges in your specific niche? How do you currently try to solve this problem? What would truly make you switch to a new solution? And critically, what price do you consider fair or reasonable for a solution like this? The research consistently shows that even 10-20 honest conversations can be pure gold for validating or significantly refining your idea.
That's fascinating. The idea that just 10-20 conversations can be gold really underscores the power of direct feedback. It's not about massive scale necessarily, it's about depth.
Exactly, depth of understanding.
And speaking of power, the fifth step really leans into the modern landscape. Use AI tools for smarter research. It sounds like these tools aren't just fancy gadgets, but actual time savers.
Absolutely. You don't have to do it all manually in 2025. AI can literally save you hundreds of hours. Like ChatGPT can quickly summarize broad industry trends or give you initial competitor insights. Perplexity.ai is fantastic because you can ask real-time questions and get answers with direct sources cited, which builds trust.
Oh, that's useful, seeing the sources.
Yeah, it's great. Google Gemini can assist with rapid idea validation and help you brainstorm audience insights based on vast data sets. And Notion AI can be invaluable for organizing all your sprawling research notes efficiently. These tools excel at analyzing large volumes of customer reviews, spotting emergent trends in conversations, and even generating tailored ideas for survey questions or marketing content based on what they've learned about your audience. They act as a powerful co-pilot.
Co-pilot, I like that.
Okay.
Hey, what's next?
Sixth, you need to look at industry reports and statistics. This is how you understand the big picture and gain credibility, especially if you need funding later. You can find invaluable reports from reputable sources like Statista, IBIS World, McKinsey Insights, Nielsen, and even public government databases such as census.gov or data.gov.
Right, the big data picture.
Exactly. When reviewing these, prioritize reports from the past year, maybe 2 at most, as the market moves so fast. Look for overall market size, projected growth trends, evolving buyer behavior patterns, and any new technologies or regulations that might impact your idea's viability or competitive landscape. This provides a strong data-backed foundation.
Got it. So after all that digging,
Finally, the 7th step is to test your idea. Before you invest heavily and go big, test small. Seriously, test small. You can create a simple landing page for your business using user-friendly tools like Landingi or Wix to gauge early interest.
see who signs up.
Yeah, exactly. Run focused, inexpensive ads on Google or Facebook to see if people even click on your offer. Launch a pre-order campaign on platforms like Gumroad or Kickstarter, or even just start a wait list to see who's genuinely interested in being an early adopter. The absolute critical part here is to meticulously track what works and what doesn't. If no one clicks, signs up, or pre-orders, that's a clear, invaluable signal that something needs to change before you commit significant resources.
Okay, fail small, learn fast.
Precisely. It's far better to fail small and learn than to fail big and regret.
That's such a practical roadmap. It really breaks down what can feel like an abstract concept into actionable steps. But this raises an important question. Beyond just the mechanics, what are the big payoffs? The real tangible reasons to put in all this effort? What are the transformative benefits you gain?
Exactly. It's not just about ticking boxes, it's about the profound value you unlock. It's the why. One of the most impactful benefits is that you truly know what customers actually want. We all have these blind spots, right? What we think people need might be miles away from reality. Take the classic example. A founder might think people want a new fitness app that counts calories, but research often reveals they actually want a solution that seamlessly fits into their incredibly busy lifestyle, focusing on energy or stress reduction, not just weight loss.
A subtle but crucial difference.
Huge difference. That completely changes how you design your product and how you market it. Understanding real customer needs means you're building something people will genuinely desire and pay for, not just a solution to a problem that only you have. Another massive benefit is that it dramatically reduces the risk of failure. We've seen countless startups pour their hearts, souls, and life savings into building something truly innovative only for it to fall flat.
Yeah, it's heartbreaking.
It is. And why? Because they built something nobody actually wanted or was willing to pay for. Market research acts as your early warning system, providing real insights from real people, so you're not just operating on a hunch. Ask yourself, would you rather spend a few focused days doing deep research or spend months, even years, building the wrong thing only to realize it too late? It saves you from going down those costly, unproductive paths.
That's such a strong point. It's the difference between investing wisely and just gambling.
Yeah.
And it sounds like this research also helps you navigate the competitive landscape effectively.
Absolutely. You start to understand your competition and spot market trends early. Competition isn't always a threat. It often signals that a viable market already exists.
Right, we touched on that.
Research helps you identify exactly what your competitors offer, how they price, and crucially, what customers love or hate about them. This allows you to spot glaring gaps. Perhaps a competitor has a great product, but notoriously terrible customer service.
Big opportunity there.
Massive opportunity for you to differentiate. And in this fast-moving 2025 landscape, spotting new trends like the explosive growth of plant-based foods a decade ago allows you to adapt, innovate, and stay ahead of the curve rather than playing catch-up. Market research is also your secret weapon to set the right pricing strategy and improve your marketing messages. Guessing a price. It can lead to charging too much, scaring customers away, or too little, leaving money on the table.
Finding that sweet spot.
Exactly. Research reveals what people are truly willing to pay and what competitors charge, helping you find that sweet spot where customers perceive value and your business thrives. And for your marketing, it teaches you the exact language your audience uses to describe their problems and desires. Instead of saying your new skincare cream reduces wrinkles, you might discover customers care more about feeling confident and radiant in their own skin.
That feels much more resonant.
It's a subtle but powerful shift that leads to far stronger messaging and higher sales. Furthermore, you gain the power to test and validate your ideas and build confidence with investors or partners. Imagine this. You show your early concept to 20 potential customers, and 15 say, "Wow, I'd totally buy this."
That's powerful proof.
Immense power of early validation. This data-driven approach demonstrates you're not just operating on intuition. You've spoken to potential customers and thoroughly studied the market. For investors or potential partners, that data builds immense trust and makes them feel significantly safer betting on you and your vision. It de-risks their investment.
Makes total sense. Less guesswork for them, too.
Totally. Finally, and perhaps most holistically, market research enables you to make smarter, data-driven decisions. It cuts through the noise, providing clarity that moves you beyond gut feelings, personal biases, or what your friends might think. You'll make strategic decisions based on actual evidence, whether it's launching a specific product feature or entering a new market segment. And this isn't a one-and-done exercise. Good research continues to be useful even after launch, guiding continuous improvement and expansion.
That's incredibly compelling. It makes market research sound Less like a chore and more like a, I don't know, a superpower for a new entrepreneur.
It kind of is.
But even with all this incredible insight, what are the biggest traps to avoid? Because I can imagine that even with the best intentions, people can still stumble.
It's absolutely true. Even with a brilliant roadmap, there are common missteps. We consistently see a few key ones pop up. First, being too broad. Thinking everyone is your customer is the quickest way to end up pleasing no one specifically. Your marketing becomes generic, your product appeals to the lowest common denominator, and you struggle to stand out.
Right. You need focus.
Laser focus. Second, skipping research due to overconfidence. Your gut feeling is invaluable, sure, but it absolutely needs to be validated by external data. Don't build for yourself, build for the customer you're trying to serve. Third, copying a competitors blindly. It's vital to study them, understand their success, but your ultimate goal is to differentiate, to stand out from the crowd, not just blend in. Find your unique angle.
Don't just be a copycat.
Please don't. And fourth, perhaps the most damaging, is ignoring feedback. It's human nature to fall in love with your own idea.
Absolutely.
But market research is like that blunt, honest friend who tells you when you have spinach in your teeth, you might not want to hear it, but you definitely need to know. Listen intently to what your audience tells you, understand their needs, and be willing to pivot if the feedback suggests it. That flexibility is key to survival.
That's a crucial reminder about humility and adaptability in business. So what does this all mean for you embarking on your business journey, especially this dynamic 2025 landscape? What's the ultimate goal of all this deep diving into market research?
Yeah, the bottom line. The ultimate goal isn't just to gather a mountain of information. It's to learn enough strategically to make truly smart, informed decisions. It's about building something genuinely useful that people will embrace with open arms, and most importantly, to proactively avoid those big, costly risks that derail so many promising ventures. The powerful insight here is that you don't need to be a seasoned market research expert to do this. You just need to start where you are, stay focused on those key questions, and commit to continuously learning. Your future customers are out there, waiting for you to solve their problems effectively, and the only way you'll truly know how to do that is by understanding them deeply.
What an incredible journey through the transformative world of market research. It's clear that this isn't just an optional step, but a fundamental empowering process for any new business idea looking to thrive.
So consider this. If your future customers are out there waiting for you to solve their problems, how will you truly know what those problems are? And how best to solve them in a way that truly resonates without diving deep into market research? It's the first real step in turning a brilliant idea into a successful reality.
That's a powerful question to leave you with. We encourage you to take these insights, apply them to your own incredible ideas, and continue your learning journey. Thank you for joining us on this deep dive.